Hello, French students. Because French has accent marks in it, I wanted to talk to you for a couple minutes about how to get accent marks in. And this is going to be very important because of your assessments being in Google Forms. But let's start with, let's say you're doing homework assignments and such. How can you put accent marks in if you're going to type up your homework? My preferred way is to use insert, special characters, change symbol to Latin, and then it has all the special characters depending upon what I want, right? So I'm going to use lowercase ones, but here's the A. Here's an A. Here's the A with the other accent, right? They're all here. Okay, depending upon which one I need. We won't use any of those, but there's the circumflex, here's the U. Okay, so if I'm just typing something up for homework and such, this is probably, in my opinion, the easiest way to do it. Okay. However, the problem is this will not work when you're in Google Forms. Okay. So when you're in Google Forms, you'll find this PDF in Google Classroom for you. Okay, how to install different keyboard. And it's going to talk about how to do this on your Chromebook. Okay. So again, it talks about here, the first step is after logging into your Chromebook, click on your profile photo in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and then click on the settings icon, this cogwheel button on the window that pops up. Now, I'm not using a school Chromebook. I'm using my personal Chromebook, and my picture's not down here, but it's still this spot here. I click, and then here's my settings. So I'm going to click on my settings. And notice here, over here, it's telling me I'm going to scroll down until I get to the advanced. Okay, so I'm click on my settings. I'm looking over here on the left-hand side and I see network, Bluetooth, connected devices, people, device, personalization, search engine, apps, and then advanced. And advanced is what I'm looking for, so I'm going to click this down arrow to get more options. Now, you're changing your languages and input. So you're going to go to languages and input. And again, now it's up here towards the top. Okay, and so we're going to click this right arrow to open this up and to look at our languages and input. You don't need to change your language from English. There's no need to change that, okay? But what you do need to change for Google Forms is your input method, because in Google Forms to type accents, you have to be able to get to an international keyboard. So you see where it says manage input methods right here, and there's a right arrow. I'm going to click on the right arrow, and I'm going to click US International Keyboard. Okay, so now I should have two selected, and that's important. I still want that US keyboard because you're going to see there'll be some keys that don't work in the US International Keyboard as normal. And so I still have to have that US keyboard for when I'm typing up work for my language arts class or my social studies class. So you need to have both. Once you have both clicked, you're going to right click again to close that out and kind of close, and I can close my settings. Now, down here, okay, down here, this is how I know which keyboard I have. So you'll see here, I'm in US. So down at the bottom of this sheet, it also tells you how, when you're in an international keyboard, how to get the accents that you need. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate that. But the first thing I have to do, I'm in my US keyboard right now. I need to switch, so I'm going to click on it, and it gives me the option here. And you can toggle back and forth during a Google Form tester quiz, okay? So you can change back and forth right here as often as you need to do so. So now I'm in international because it says IN here instead of US. So I want to get this grave accent, okay, that we see on vowels. So it is this back tick key, which is left of the one, followed by the letter, okay? So back tick key A, back tick key, oops, that didn't work. Sorry, back tick key A, the back tick E, back tick I, back tick O, back tick U, okay? Depending upon which one you need, that's how you get those, okay? I look here, I want the acute accent, the accent aigu. Okay, so that's the apostrophe key, which is just left of the enter key, followed by the letter. Okay, so again, this is one that only appears on vowels in French. So again, I'm going to hit that apostrophe key, A, apostrophe E, apostrophe I, apostrophe O, apostrophe U, depending upon which one I need. Okay? Now, it says that's how you get the cedille on the C. However, that's wrong, and that's why I wrote on it here. To get that, you push the Alt key and the comma key at the same time. So to get that cedille, I push Alt and comma, and I get my C that I need. And if I want it to be a capital, Alt, Shift, comma, and I get a capital C, depending upon which way I need it to be, okay? And that would work for all of your capital letters as well. All right, what about the circumflex, which we typically see in French on vowels still? So it's the caret key, and I have to push it, Shift 6 to get it, Shift 6, and then the letter. So Shift 6A, Shift 6E, Shift 6I, Shift 6O, Shift 6U. Whatever letter I need that circumflex on, I can do it that way. And again, if I want it to be capital, Shift 6, Shift A, and I get it on my capital letter. Okay? Lastly, if I need the tréma, which again appears on some vowels in French, again, this time I'm going to use the quotation mark key, but again, I need to use it with a shift. So shift and the quotation mark key followed by the letter. So shift quotation mark A, shift quotation mark E, shift quotation mark I, shift quotation mark O, shift quotation mark U. Okay, so again, depending upon which one I need. Now, again, why is that so important? Because when you are taking tests and quizzes using Google Forms, using these shortcuts right here, this will be the only way to get accent marks into your typing. And remember, without the accent mark, it's not spelled correctly. Okay, so you do need to install this keyboard. Again, when I'm done, I just click on it and I click back to my US and I'm back normal. Okay, so again, I hope that that helps you with how to do accent marks in Google and Google Classroom. Now, if you are using a desktop, you may need, I don't know how to necessarily do this on your desktop. So I would encourage you to have a Chromebook to do this with.